Breathe if you can. You open your eyes to a world wrapped in yellow fog. Not the soft, romantic mist of a period drama. This is thick, greasy, and sour-smelling. It clings to the window panes like a living thing, seeping through cracks in the sash, curling under the door in lazy, toxic tendrils. You're not in your bed. You're in a narrow room with floral wallpaper peeling at the seams, a cast-iron bedstead groaning beneath you, and a faint metallic taste coating your tongue. It's London, winter, 1873, and you've just woken up inside a middle-class Victorian home on the very day the newspapers will later call the Great Killer Fog. Your throat itches. You cough once, twice, and the sound echoes in the stillness. Outside, the city is muffled, as if the world itself is holding its breath. No birds, no street vendors, just the occasional distant clop of hooves and the low, mournful cry of a foghorn on the Thames. You swing your legs over the side of the bed. The floor is icy. No rugs here, just bare pine, worn smooth by years of scuffing boots and servants' slippers. A chamber pot sits under the bed, its contents reeking of ammonia. You grimace. Indoor plumbing? A luxury for the wealthy. You're somewhere lower on the social ladder, respectable, but stretched thin. A soft knock. The door opens without waiting for your reply. "Mornin', miss," says a girl no older than 14, her hands red and raw, clutching a chipped enamel basin. "Mom sent me up with wash water. Fog's dreadful today, best keep the windows shut," she says. You nod, too stunned to speak. The maid Agnes, her name tag reads, sets the basin on a washstand and pours steaming water from a dented kettle. The steam mixes with the fog drifting through the keyhole, creating a strange, ghostly haze. You splash your face. The soap is gritty, lye-heavy, and smells like burnt almonds. You don't know it yet, but that's not just soap. It's likely cut with arsenic, a cheap whitening agent used in toiletries. Your skin tingles, you rinse quickly. Dressing is a puzzle. No corset, today too expensive for this household, but layers upon layers of wool and cotton. A high-necked blouse, a scratchy skirt, a shawl reeking of coal smoke. Every stitch smells of the city, soot, horse dung, and something sharper, sulfur. Downstairs, the air is worse. The parlor reeks of coal gas, not from the stove, but from the newly installed gas mantle hissing softly above the mantel. Your host, Mrs. Pembroke, your aunt, in this strange dream sits by the fire, knitting, her lips slightly blue. "Ah, there you are, dear," she says, voice raspy. "Tea's ready. Mind the milk, it's from old Mrs. Gable's cow. She swears it's clean, though the poor beast grazes near the tannery. You pour yourself a cup. The tea is bitter, dark, and oddly metallic. Later, you learn it's been stretched with iron filings to mimic the weight of high-grade leaves. The milk? Likely watered down with Thames runoff, thick with cholera bacteria. You drink it anyway. Your stomach growls. Through the grimy window, you watch the fog swallow the street whole. A man stumbles past, handkerchief clamped over his mouth. In the distance, church bells toll not for service, but for the dead. This fog isn't just weather, it's a silent killer. A cocktail of coal smoke, sulfur dioxide, and industrial soot pooling in the city's low-lying streets. People are dying and their sleep asphyxiated by their own fireplaces. You excuse yourself for a walk. Fresh air, you say, though you know better. Outside, the world is a sepia nightmare. Street lamps glow like drowned moons. cabs loom out of the gloom like spectral carriages. Children cough as they play in alleyways slick with night soil. They overflow from overflowing cesspits. You step carefully, avoiding puddles that shimmer with an oily rainbow sheen. Coal tar, mercury, lead runoff from rooftops. Your boots crunch on something brittle rat bones. The city's vermin thrive in the filth, carrying typhus and plague in their fur. You pull your shawl tighter. Back inside, the house feels no safer. In the kitchen, Agnes scrubs pots with caustic soda, her fingers cracked and bleeding. On the shelf above her, Mrs. Winslow's soothing syrup, Godfrey's cordial, laudanum, all labeled safe for infants. You know the truth. These are opium-laced sedatives given to quiet, crying babies. Some never wake up. Upstairs in the nursery, yes, there's a child, Tommy, age 3. You find him listless, eyes glassy. A fever? Or lead poisoning from the painted alphabet blocks he chews on? His nightgown is dyed Shields green arsenic again, leaching into his skin with every sweat. You sit by his cot, heart pounding. There's no Tylenol, no antibiotics, no 911, just patience, prayer, and hope. Night falls, the fog thickens. You lie in bed, listening to the house groan. Somewhere below, the coal fire smolders, releasing carbon monoxide into the hallway. The wallpaper, once a cheerful rose, now seems to pulse in the candlelight, its pigments slowly off, gassing toxic fumes in the damp. You can't sleep. Every breath feels like a gamble. And then a sound. A soft wheeze from Tommy's room. You rush in. He's struggling to breathe. His chest heaves. His lips are turning blue. You grab the laudanum bottle, not to give him, but to throw it out the window. You open every drawer, every cabinet, searching for anything clean, anything safe. There's nothing. Just then, a hand touches your shoulder. It's Mrs. Pembroke, holding a steaming pot of onion syrup, a home remedy for croup. "He'll be fine, dear," she says gently. "They always are, or they aren't." Her resignation chills you more than the fog. You sit with Tommy all night, fanning his face with a newspaper, praying the air clears by dawn. And then light. Not sunlight, electric light. You blink. You're in your own bed. Your room, your time. The air is clean, silent, safe. No fog, no laudanum, no arsenic in the walls. You take a deep, shuddering breath, clean, filtered, life-giving air, and burst into tears. Because now you understand the greatest luxury of the modern age isn't comfort, it's breath. And every time you inhale without fear, you re-standing on the graves of those who choked in the dark, so you wouldn't have to. If you get comfortable, take a moment to like this story and subscribe, but only if you genuinely enjoy what I do here. And let me know in the comments where you re-tuning in from and what time it is. It's always fascinating to see who's joining us from around the world.